Have you ever taken a look at how resentment is keeping you fat? Not just fat in body, but fat in head and fat in your emotional state. Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is part 2 of my special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show, 7 Secrets to Successful Weight Loss with the Inner Self Diet. Hello. Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show. This is JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, weight loss mindset expert, and founder of the Inner Self Diet. The diet that's not actually a diet because it's not about eat this, don't eat that. Instead, it's about healing the real problems, healing the root of what drives you to continue to sabotage yourself with the behaviors of binge eating, emotional eating, compulsive overeating, food addiction, food obsession, all of the unhealthy behaviors that keep your body fat. And what's worse is the pattern that you're stuck in keeps you fat in the head. And that is where the real problems are, because mindset is 92.8% of the problem. And also, mindset is 92.8% of the solution. And that is the result that my awesome coaching clients get from working with me through my proven steps in my step-by-step system, the Inner Self Diet. So what I'm going to share with you here today in this special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show is part 2 of the 7 Secrets to Successful Weight Loss with the Inner Self Diet. If this is your first time tuning in, I recommend that you go back and listen to the introduction to get an overview of exactly what this series is about and why I was inspired to put this together for you. That will help you get more out of this special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show. If you have never tuned in to the JoLynn Braley Show before, I have been creating and producing and offering this completely free weight loss podcast since the first week of January 2013. And if you haven't listened to any of the previous episodes, there are hundreds of them available. They're all completely free. I actually launched my mind-body weight loss business in 2007. Wow, that was a long time ago. And I began professionally coaching clients through their food and weight struggles to get to the place of struggle-free weight loss in 8 weeks or less. That is the work that I do with my private coaching clients over the phone in the Inner Self Diet. So I started the private practice coaching in 2009, and so that's been a while also. And here we are today. It's 2019, and if you want to listen to any of those totally free weight loss podcast episodes, they're all there on iTunes. You can also find them on my website, fearlessfatloss.com. And if you'd like to take just a tiny, tiny little baby step and learn a little bit more about losing weight from the inside out, go over to www.easyfunweightloss.com, www.easyfunweightloss.com, and there is the place that for listening today to this podcast, you can get a free copy of my free 3 tips to start making weight loss easier from the inside out. You can download those right now at www.easyfunweightloss.com. All right, so moving on to part 2 of the 7 Secrets to Successful Weight Loss with the Inner Self Diet. All right, the second secret is you have to release all resentment. All right? If you want to fully succeed with your weight, keep the resentment, keep the baggage, keep beating yourself up and keep blaming things outside of you if you want to stay stuck in the struggle. But I would think that since you are taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to my voice right now, I would think that what you want is you want to fully succeed with your weight. And when I talk about full success with your weight, what that means is you transform your inner self to such a degree that you flush the fat out of your head, you flush the fat out of your thinking, you flush the fat out of your emotional state. And by doing that, now your behaviors can easily transform into healthy, fit lifestyle behaviors, because let's get real here. There's no way that you're going to lose weight and keep it off by continuing to lead an unhealthy lifestyle. And you're not going to be able to lose weight and keep it off by continuing to be stuck in the binge eating patterns, the emotional eating patterns, the unhealthy food obsession and food addiction patterns, the ongoing shame, the heavy, heavy shame and embarrassment that you don't want other people to know what you're doing in your house late at night, eating that ice cream right out of the carton, and you're hoping that nobody will ever know, but they do know. They know that you've got some kind of a problem because they can see it on your waistband and how your clothes fit and in your size. All right, so being very real and being very practical, there's no way that you're going to get new results without making real changes in your behaviors. But the reason that a food diet by itself doesn't give you the long-term results that you seek of being able to get normal with food, to lose weight and keep it off, the reason a food diet doesn't deliver those results to you is because it's not addressing the real problems. The real problems are what's in your head and what's in your heart, what's in your emotional state. What is the baggage that you are dragging behind you? That bag full of resentment towards somebody else, some other woman that you see. Either you don't even know her, it's somebody that you see in social media, or it's someone in your family, or it's a friend, or it's a teacher or a coworker. Whoever this is, could be a total stranger that you once saw at Starbucks eating a muffin and she was thin and slender. And you carry around this resentment towards these other people who you look at and say, well, why do they get to eat that and they look great? If I eat like that, then I immediately gain 10 pounds. Well, I should be able to eat whatever I want too. And all of that, right? All of that negativity, all of that complaining, whining, whinging, as they say over in Great Britain. Are you a whinger? Are you whinging your way? Are you trying to whinge your way through weight loss? It's not going to work. You can't carry all of that negativity, that heavy resentment, and that heavy, it's like hate. It's a bag of hate that you're carrying around with you. You're hating the fast food industry for putting that food out there where you can smell it and see it and you can't resist it. So you hate the fast food industry, or you hate the TV commercials that show you a commercial, and as soon as you see it, you have to have it. And so you have somebody go out and get it for you, or you drive out to get it and you're driving all over the place looking for this food, and you got to have it because you're so obsessed that the only way that you can let that obsession go is to go get that food and eat it. And then you're disappointed as soon as you get it because it never looks like the commercial and it doesn't taste as good as you expected it to, and it doesn't take all your problems away. And so now you're even more angry and more hateful, and you're building up more resentment, and you're resenting all of those thin women who they take a picture of themselves with a pizza, and And what you don't know is that they're not eating pizza every day. And also, what you don't know is whether or not they even ate any of that pizza that you saw them in the picture with. Just because you see a fitness model or a fitness spokesperson or somebody who is touting fitness and health, and just because you see them in a picture like on Instagram and they have a whole pizza sitting there in front of them, you don't know if they even ate any of it. You have no idea. But you build up this resentment and this negativity that these other people out there are able to eat in some way that if you eat like that, then you blow up, right? But what you don't know is that you don't live with them. You're not with them all the time. You don't even know how they're eating. And all of these stories that you create in your head for why you can't lose weight, that's what they are. They're stories. Anybody can lose weight. Anybody, B-O-D-Y. If you change your eating habits, you get off of the processed foods. That's the easiest way to allow the human body to release fat. You have to use portion control. You've got to change. You've got to change how you're eating, what you're eating, how much you're eating. You have to make changes. But why don't you do it? Because everything I just said, you already know that. All right? You already have all of the information. You have everything you need to lose weight and keep it off, but you don't do it and you sabotage yourself. And then you add to your baggage of resentment towards others, resentment towards food, resentment towards yourself. Resentment towards yourself of all of the times that you have said you were going to lose weight and you failed over and over and over again. Well, you know why you keep failing is because you've never taken the right action. You've never done the right steps. The steps that you need to do are the steps that will transform your inner world, your inner self. Okay? That is 92.8% of the solution. It is a new psychology that you need. You've got to go deep to the root of what got you on this path in the first place, and that root is not the food. The food is only a tool that you use to keep yourself in struggle with your weight, and the real problems aren't about the food. They're really not. This is why the awesome coaching that I do with my really cool coaching clients in the Inner Self Diet is so effective, because I have the steps that heal the real problems. All right. And so one of the results that my coaching clients get is they release their resentments. You know what resentment is? You might want to write this down. Resentment is resending negative emotion. Resending. RESENDING. Negative emotions and negative thoughts. Your thoughts are what create your emotions. So when you continue to resend and repeat negative thoughts and also negative beliefs, but then a problem in all of this is that a lot of this is unconscious for you, and it's just a knee-jerk response because you've been in these patterns for so long. This is why coaching with the right coach is so effective, because if you work with the right coach, then she can see what is stopping you, because she's objective and has the right trainings, certifications, and tools to help you break free. When you're not able to break yourself free because these patterns they become who you are because you've been stuck in them for so long. Does this make sense? When they are unconscious and when they're knee-jerk, then you got a problem. And if you want to break free really fast, then you just reach out and get the help so that you break free as fast as possible. But of course, you have to believe that you deserve to feel really, really, really good about yourself, that you deserve to stop struggling, that you deserve help, and that you deserve to step into your own power, and that you deserve to let all of these resentments go, and that you deserve to get the right tools so that you can not only get to your goal weight, but also maintain that for the rest of your life. If you would like to have these results, and if you'd like to have my help to do it, your first step is to go to www.discovery-session.com. That's www.discovery-session.com, and complete an application for a complimentary weight loss discovery session with me. There is no way to get into the Inner Self Diet without first having the complimentary telephone call with me, because we have to find out if it is a mutual good fit for me to coach you through my proven step-by-step system, the Inner Self Diet, to help you break free of your food and weight struggles in 8 weeks or less. Now, before we wrap up today's special podcast episode, grab pen and paper. Just pause the podcast as you need more time. Grab pen and paper. I highly recommend that you write each question down and then write each answer down to each question, pen on paper, because there is a connection that occurs between the head, the hand, and the heart. When you write pen on paper, you cannot get that connection by typing on a keyboard. You don't get any connection by just listening to me talk. It pretty much goes in one ear and out the other. All right, so the first question is, and you're asking yourself all these questions, so write the question down and then write the answer down. Just pause as you need more time. First question, how often do I resend negative thoughts to myself or out to other people? How often am I resending negative thoughts to others or to myself? How often am I doing this? Number 2 question, how easy would it be for me to get healthy, get fit, lose weight, and keep it off if I could fully release my baggage of resentment? How easy would it be to reach my weight loss goals and maintain them for life if I could fully release my baggage of resentment? Number 3, how good would I feel about myself if I could get my own head right and then get my body on track and be doing my own thing, getting my own success instead of resenting other people's success that has nothing to do with me? How good would I feel about myself if I could get my own head and my own body on track and feel great about myself, be getting my own success, and stop looking at these other people and resenting them for whatever they're doing? Number 4 question, how easy would it be for me to lose weight and keep it off if I could get normal with food? If I could get normal with food. Again, just pause the podcast as you need time to write these questions down, write your answers down, and if you don't know how to get these results, and if it makes sense to you that none of us can see our own blind spots, because a blind spot is something that you're blind to. And those are the things that will hold you back forever. Those are the things that have been keeping you stuck. Those are the things that are in your way of just being normal with food, living healthy and fit, getting to your goal weight and staying there. If you don't know how to get these results, and if you want to do it as quickly as possible, head on over to www.discovery-session.com. Apply for a complimentary weight loss discovery session with me. This is for you if you are very smart, you're successful professionally, you already know exactly what you need to do to lose weight, but you're not able to get yourself to do it, and your professional success proves that you understand the value of taking action to get a result, and you're not looking for instantaneous overnight results. That's what these people who are buying diet pills are looking for, and it doesn't work. All right? They buy the diet pills. Maybe the diet pills work for a couple weeks or a couple months, and then then they're back looking for something else because they've never solved the real problems. Hey, this is also why weight loss surgery is not a permanent fix. If you don't actually fix your fat in your head, if you don't fix the fat in your emotional state, if you don't fix the fat that is at the root of what drives your out of control eating, then you're never going to get permanent success with your weight, because 92.8% of why you're overweight right now, it's all inner game. That's the work that I do with my awesome coaching clients in the Inner Self Diet. There is a reason why the Inner Self Diet works. As long as you get into it and you do the steps, you just follow the simple instructions. Hey, just listening to me talk about the Inner Self Diet on this free weight loss podcast, this is not going to give you the results of struggle-free weight loss in 8 weeks or less, because this isn't the Inner Self Diet. Does this make sense? Alrighty? Hey, I will be back with you tomorrow for the third. That's going to be the third secret to successful weight loss with the Inner Self Diet. Remember, 92.8% of achieving lasting success with your weight, lifelong success with your weight, breaking free of the eating disorders, breaking free of the self-sabotage, breaking free of the never-ending cycles that are keeping you stuck and hating your body, hating the fat on your body, hating yourself, that negative shame, the resentment, all of this stuff. 92.8% of the solution is your inner self. You need new programming. You've got to reprogram your inner self. That's what I do with all of the steps of my step-by-step system in the Inner Self Diet when I'm working with my really cool coaching clients. Remember, if you want help to do this and you want to get it done super fast and you want me to help you, head on over to www.discovery-session.com to take your first step. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach. I am the founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that always works. As long as you get into it, and you do the steps. Doesn't work for anybody who doesn't do the steps. Hey, let's get real here. You're not going to get new results without doing something new. As always, I wish you your best life, living inside of your ideal body. Yay!